was when I ruled the world. It was a wicked and wild wind, blew down the doors to let me in, shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever wanna be king? I hear Jerusalem bells ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Mirror, mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name, never alone this world, but that was when I ruled the world. Hear Jerusalem bells ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Mirror, mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name, never alone this world, but that was when I ruled the world.
Capital 88.1 FM.
Good morning, and I hope that you've had your coffee and you are in a very good mood this morning, because the weather outside is scorchingly hot, so it's not going to keep us in a good mood for the rest of the day. So I hope that all of you are keeping safe and that you are tucked at home and not going anywhere, and you're working from home. Good and lucky you. But if you were at the office, you know that you've got to have that sanitizer on call all the time, and mask whenever you go out. And please do it properly, because I'm still seeing people with not wearing their masks properly. But anyway, it's Innie, and you are listening to the show All Things Considered. I hope that you're all in a good mood, and we are definitely in a good mood here on Capital Radio. Always happy and always positive, positive, positive. Yes, even though the infection rates seem to be dropping a bit and the death rate seems to be climbing, but we are going to keep, praying that everything is going to return to normal soon. And if you've lost loved ones, we are very sorry about that. We do hope that, you can cope with that loss. Yesterday, we did ways, to cope with that loss and what grieving means to everybody and the process of grieving and how important it was to follow through with all the different stages and steps and phases. But anyway, if you want to listen to me this morning, you can tune into Radio Garden or Mixcloud and YouTube as well. Facebook, you can definitely do, and you can go onto live stream there. And soon we are going to be on 88.1 on your dial. Yes, I'm going to be on your radio. And as I always say, if you want to take me anywhere, I'll be the best guest, and I'll definitely not make any noise. And I'm only going to play some good music for all you guys. And if you are joining your mom or dad or sister today, just be safe. Anyway, the weather is a cool 22 now, and it promises to reach maximum 28 later. The index of humidity is over 60, so do take care. If you've had heart problems or cardiac problems, just be assured that you are taking your medications on time. This week and for a bit of next week, what are we discussing and what are we focusing on for the morning show? We have the topic of relationships, and I hope that you guys are cool with your relationships, because we're going to do what the experts in research and studies have to say all about relationships. And today, especially, we look at 15 common relationship problems and how to fix them when they occur. How good is that? Because we always tend to land ourselves in a tiz and a hot spot. We never know how to climb out of there, and we always at loggerheads about how we should do things. Well, let's see what the experts say and what kind of advice they will be giving us. So I will always, be giving you good advice on the show, because I do all the spade work for you guys, okay? And I'm also going to give you ways to handle the COVID-19 virus. But anyway, enough said about me and the show. Let's get on with it. And what do we have today? We have lots of music planned for you. And we're going to start with the music right now. So enjoy it.
Oh, baby girl. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Girl, I've been thinking how we've come so far. Has it been that long? And you have been good to me, that I felt so strong just to write this song. I will be mad forever, forever. Your love, you know it's radiant. If we spend our time together, spend our time, we'll make this last forever. Oh, lady, would you be my queen? Would you be my queen? And if it is a dream, if this is a dream, don't wake me, don't wake me. 'Cause it feels so real to have you next to me. Forever we will be. Oh, will you be my queen, baby girl? Will you be my queen? Will you be my queen, baby girl? Will you be my queen?
I will be your queen, baby boy. I will be your queen. I will be your queen, baby boy. I will be your queen.
Baby, it's been a while since I told you you mean the world to me, babe. And I can't believe that God could show me. Oh, I'm so happy, baby. Mad forever, forever. Your love, you know it's gonna be my pleasure, girl. Spend our time together, all together. Make this last forever, baby. Will you be my queen? I want you to be my queen forever, baby. Don't wake me. Oh no, no, it's so real. No, forever we will be, baby, baby, baby. Would you be my queen, my queen? And if it is a dream, this is my dream. 'Cause it feels so real. Don't wake me now. Let me next to me. Forever we will be. Yeah. Will you be my queen, baby girl? Will you be my queen? Will you be my queen, baby girl? Will you be my queen?
I will be your queen, baby boy. I will be your queen. I will be your queen, baby boy. I will be your queen.
Will you be my queen? Will you be my queen? What have you done to me? Will you be my queen? And if it is a dream, don't wake me.
I will be your queen.
'Cause it feels so real.
I will be your
To
queen.
have you next to me.
I will be your queen.
Forever we will be.
I will be your queen.
Capital 88.1 FM.
You're listening to Capital Radio, and yes, it's Innie behind the microphone, and the show is called All Things Considered, and it's between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. on weekdays. So I hope you're going to be joining me every single weekday and for the coolest content in town, because we do lots of stuff here and we discuss the most relevant and the most pertinent to you relationships and all sorts of hints. And we were doing the interview process, because if you are looking for a new job, well, that's the way to go. Always prepare yourself for the best when you go to that interview panel. You should be totally ready for all the questions they're going to throw at you and hurl at you. And if you have weaknesses, I also said to you how you can overcome these weaknesses and how to work in your weaknesses in the answers to your questions. If you have missed that, well, I'm terribly sorry that you've missed that. But anyway, the good news is that we are doing relationships this week, and we are going to be touching on common relationship problems this morning and how to fix them. If you are in a tiz, well, you need to join me, and don't log off until 12 p.m. Now, remember, tomorrow, that is Thursday, we are going to be launching our numerology readings, yes, and tomorrow and for every day thereafter, one lucky listener is going to definitely win a free numerology reading. So you are going to take advantage of that, obviously. All you need to do is WhatsApp me 0654211380, and you just need to WhatsApp me your date of birth and your full name as per your ID, because it will only work with your name. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the energies around the numbers and telling you what's in it for you in 2021. So do take advantage of that and pass the message around. But anyway, let's play some music now, and we're going to kick off after that with some COVID-19 remedies for home and how to help yourself if you're in self-isolation. So before we go on, let's just look at our list here. Oh, coming up is Waka Waka, Shakira, and we've got 3 Times a Lady, and we've got Diana Ross and Diana King and Stevie Wonder and Foreigner. I haven't heard Foreigner for a while, but I've put this playlist together because it's based on all the stuff that you really like, and I hope you're going to be joining me, so don't go away.
You're a good soldier, choosing your battle. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know it's serious, we're getting closer, this isn't over. The pressure's on, you feel it, but you got it all, believe it. When you fall, get up, oh, and if you fall, get up, Samina, mina, sangalewa, 'cause this is Africa. Samina, mina, waka, waka, Samina, mina, sangalewa, this time for Africa. Listen to your God, this is our motto. Your time to shine, don't wait in line, y vamos por todo. People are raising their expectations. Go on and feed them, this is your moment, no hesitation. Today's your day, I feel it. You pave the way, believe it. If you get down, get up, oh, when you get down, get up, Samina, mina, sangalewa, this time for Africa. Samina, mina, waka, waka, Samina, mina, sangalewa, anawa, Samina, mina, waka, waka, Samina, mina, sangalewa, this time for Africa.
I went on my journey, biggie, biggie, mama, one A to Z. My sisters all on my journey, biggie, biggie, mama, from east to west. My tea, waka, waka, my waka, waka, my Sangin' sis, my Zimbabwe, 'cause this is Africa.
Samina, mina,
sit back and enjoy.
Waka waka, yeah, yeah. Okay, I hope that you're in a waka waka mood this morning and that you beat Shakira to it. I just hope that you've joined me, and today is going to be a great day for you, because if you are not coping with your relationships, you know exactly where to find some help, right? If we're going to do 15 common relationship problems. So spread the word around and tell your girlfriends and your boyfriends to listen in, because this is how we're going to fix ourselves. Okay, I always say, do not ever throw the baby out with the bathwater if you're having a relationship problem. Stick to it, guys. You can work this out, because in the social distancing time right now with COVID-19, highly unlikely that you're going to meet anybody soon, okay, except online. And you know all about the online thing. It really doesn't work, okay? So stick to your partners. I say that is the advice coming from me, okay? And we are definitely going to try and fix your relationships this morning if you're having a problem with it. And if you've already thrown in the towel, perhaps it's not too late to go back and give them a call and say, I've got a solution for the problem that we had. Okay, so let's kick off with some COVID remedies, COVID-19 home remedies. These are things that you can do whilst in self-isolation. I was dishing them out to some people yesterday, and I thought, okay, we need to put this back on the program. It's a 14-day program on how you can help yourself, you know, and what you can do at home. You can take 2 vitamin C tablets, 500 milligrams in the morning, and 1 at evening, in the evening, 500 milligrams again. And then vitamin D3, 1 times 1,000 IU tablet, or 25 mcg. You can ask your pharmacist all about that. And the zinc 1 tablet, you need to take 100 milligrams in the morning. And all of the above will help to boost your immune system. Okay, and if you have fluid in your lungs, because you know the COVID-19 virus is really bad, it actually attacks your lungs and you can't breathe. Okay, so you need to blow a balloon 3 or 4 times a day to bring it to full size, and repeat this as many times as you can. And you can also put some water in a cup and blow through the straw and create some bubbles at the bottom, so just to get rid of the fluid. And if you don't have you don't have your straw, or you don't have balloons, that's fine. You can simply breathe out forcefully, and that will definitely help you get rid of that virus as well. Okay, so you can also take a kind of multi-purpose tonic, a combination of 5 things, a concoction, as some people may call it. And the ingredients here is 1 teaspoon turmeric, and turmeric powder, as you know it, is an antibiotic. 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of raw ginger, all cut up once it's been peeled, and 1 lemon squeezed in so that the juice gets into this concoction, and a sprinkle of black pepper, ground black pepper. Okay, and perhaps you know, you can grind your own instead of using the commercial version in bottles, because you don't know what else gets put in there. But black pepper, you can easily grind that, and you know, put all that in hot water, not boiling water or cold water, and give yourself you know, a glass of that in the morning and 1 in the evening. An inhalation of Vicks, you can do this. Put your towel over a bowl of boiling water with Vicks in it, and you need to breathe in deeply, mouths and eyes open, and try and get in at least 10 minutes of that, because steam actually kills the virus in your nostrils and nasal passages. And you can bask in the sun for between 15 to 30 minutes, and drink lots of fluids, guys. You need to be hydrated all the time, and the more pure the fluid is, the better. Okay, and if you have a sore throat, gargle with warm, rough salt water, and that should help you. And if you have pain in the chest because of this fluid, you can put a pillow lengthwise under you, and you can lie down on your stomach, okay? And or you can get on all fours, the elbows and knees, and you can cough into your palms. Put your palms in front of your face and cough vigorously into your palms to get rid of the fluid. Okay, so that will definitely help you do that. Okay, and coming up is some music now, and it's going to be 3 times a Lady Commodores and Lionel Richie coming up for you. And thereafter is Diana Ross, My Baby Love. You've got to stay with us this morning. The music is going to rock you. Hot, hot, hot stuff. and tunes coming from them days and your school days and current stuff as well. Okay. And then we're going to do relationship problems. So don't go too far and spread the word. Okay, let's listen to Lionel Richie and the Commodores.
Thanks for the times that you've given me. The memories are all in my mind. And now that we've come to the end of our rainbow, there's something I must say out loud. You once, twice, 3 times a lady, and I love you. Yes, you once, twice, 3 times a lady, and I love you. I love you. When we are together, the moments I cherish with every beat of my heart. To touch you, to hold you, to feel you, to need you. There's nothing to keep us apart. You once, twice, 3 times a lady, and I love you. I love you.
Baby love, my baby love, I need you, oh I need you, but all you do is treat me bad, break my heart and leave me sad. Tell me what did I do wrong to make you stay away so long? 'Cause baby love, my baby love, been missing you, miss kissing you. Instead of breaking up, there's no sense kissing and making up. Don't throw our love away. In my arms now, don't you stay. Need you, need you. Baby love, ooh, baby love. Baby love, my
You're listening to the show All Things Considered, and of course, it's Edie on the microphone. And every Mondays to Fridays, I will be joining you 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So make this a date with me, and do join me when we play some really retro music and some current tunes. And you can enjoy the morning with me, and enjoy your favorite cuppa as well. I hope you guys are staying safe. There are many deaths this morning, and I don't think that we are enjoying the COVID-19, death rates going up, and loved ones passing away. But anyway, if you've lost a loved one, do drop me a WhatsApp line, and and you can give me your details on how you want to send a message to the bereaved family. And if you do that and you send me a message, I will read it on air, and and we can tell them how much we care. Of course, we are doing relationships this morning, and specifically, we are doing how to fix common relationship problems. The first things the experts say on relationships is that you can have a problem where you spend more time apart than together. And what do they have to say about this particular problem? Let's look at it. They say that, it comes down to your very personal definition of enough time spent together. What is enough time for you both? Because some people would say once a week, or some people would say every day. So experts say, first talk about that. First, be on the same page, because if you are not on the same page and the other one says, well, every day is what I need to do, to be with you, and I would prefer to be with you every day or every second day, and you don't think so, and you think, well, Saturdays or Sundays is fine with me, then you have a problem. Okay, so the experts say, well, get on the same page. Just define what it means to spend enough time together. Okay, and if you are on the same page and you still can't get to spend enough time together, then the advice is that the experts say, if one or both of you is on a high horse on their career, always busy doing other people's work, or simply not making enough time to spend together, there's some administrative planning you both have to handle. See what's taking up your time and analyze what's keeping you apart. So what is keeping you apart? Is it distance, or is it that you've got too many friends to spend time with and you just don't have time to spend with your loved ones, or current interest? Or is it that you are cooking a storm up all the time and you just don't have time for this? Or you're bringing home work? Well, you could be doing that as well. So do identify the problem. Just look at what's causing it first. And if it is, then they say that you have to start by booking dates in advance. That is one of the fixes. And take some time to discuss your feelings with your partner. As they say, get on the same page and decide what is enough time. Take, or both of you can go to a place you feel comfortable and happy about to discuss this, and you can relax and you can feel safe to open up and talk about it, because the best thing is to talk about it and not to sweep it under the carpet. Take a short trip or city breaks together and reconnect in a different ambience. So reconnect in a different place that doesn't remind you of the negative things. And nevertheless, you can use your phone as well to send them love messages throughout the day, or missing you messages. The experts say, even if it's a little emoji, to say, miss you, or, thinking about you, or love you, or take care, or can't wait to see you, or whatever it is, it will keep each other hot and running when you can't meet in person. That is all the advice that you got from the experts, and that is, one down, 14 more to go. Common relationship problems that I've sourced out for you, and with fixers. So, we can sort this out. So I think there we can summarize and say that the best thing is to be on the same page when it comes to enough time. What is enough time? And when you do get the enough time story, then you have to look at how to fix it. You're going to have to talk about it and see whether, what's causing the problem. Okay, there you go. And some more music this morning. And we've got Olivia Newton-John with Magic. So I love Olivia Newton-John, and I hope you too.
Come take my hand. You
Have to believe we are magic. Nothing can stand in our way. Have to believe we are magic. Don't let your aim ever stray. And if all your hopes survive, destiny will arrive. Bring all your dreams alive for you. Bring all your dreams alive for From where I stand, you are home free. The planets align so rare. There's promise in the air, and I'm guiding you through every turn. I'll be near you. Come anytime you call. I'll catch you when you fall. I'll be guiding you. You have to believe we are magic. Nothing can stand in our way. Have to believe we are magic. Don't let your aim ever stray. And if all your hopes survive, destiny will arrive. Bring all your dreams alive for you. Bring all your dreams alive for Have to believe we are magic. Nothing can stand in our way. Have to believe we are magic. Don't let your aim ever stray. And if all your hopes survive, destiny will arrive. Bring all your dreams alive for you. Bring all your dreams alive
Be a part of the magic.
WhatsApp us now on 065
4211
380.
And just a reminder, this is Ini and the show is called All Things Considered. You are listening to Capital Radio and you can grab us on Facebook and YouTube and Mixcloud and Radio Garden as well. You can live stream via there. And we are just going to be launching our numerology readings tomorrow, and be sure to catch that tomorrow, because if you don't know what numerology is really a belief that it's a divine and mystical relationship between numbers and yourselves and life as you know it, and coinciding numbers with events in your life, and what happens when you match these numbers up with the year and the day and the month that you born in. And this is a predictive science, obviously, and it's also studying the numerical value of the letters in the words of your name and in your date of birth, that it becomes a predictive science, because numbers are very powerful and numbers is energy. So, the numbers mean different things, and the numbers get studied from 0 to 9. So, if you are in, space where you are listening in tomorrow, and I hope you are, drop me a line, a WhatsApp line, 065 421 with your details, date of birth, please, and your name and surname as per your ID. And perhaps you will get lucky, because one lucky listener is going to win a free numerology reading every single day from tomorrow. And we will be doing the numbers for you and predicting 2021. There you go. So if you are in a mood to find out what is in 2021 for you, well, that is a place to be. And you're definitely going to be joining us tomorrow. Okay, let's get on with some music, and it's Diana King, Say a Little Prayer, and after that, For Your Love, Stevie Wonder. All the best music here on Capital, and anything else is a compromise. So please tune in.
We're getting married.
Say a little prayer for you. Me, I could say a little prayer for you. From the moment we wake up, before we put on me makeup, me say a little prayer for you. You calling me here now. Me, I wonder which dress we wear now. Me say a little prayer for you. Forever and ever, you stay in my heart, and all of you. Forever and ever, we never will part. I love you. Together, together, that's how it should be. Without you, I'd only be heartbreak from me. Fitted bus love. Me a rider, me a think about us love. Me say a little bit for you. The work I just took time, and all through my coffee break time. Me say a little bit for you. Oh, forever and ever, you stay in my heart, and I love you. Forever and ever, we never will part, and I love you. Together, together, that's how it should be. Without you, I'll only be heartbreak from you. Say a little prayer for you. Me, I could say a little prayer for you. My darling, you leave me. For me, there is none but you. Say you love me too. Forever and ever, you stay in my heart, and I love you. Forever and ever, we never will part. I love you. Together, together, that's how it should be. To live without you. Forever and ever, you stay in my heart, and I love you. Forever and ever, we never will part. I love you. Together, together, that's how it should be. Without you, I'd only be heartbreak from you. Forever and ever, you stay in my heart, and I love you. Forever and ever, we never will part, and I love you. Together, together, that's how it should be, and I will you. Forever and ever, we're stuck in my heart forever and ever. Together, together, that's how it should be. Without you, would only be heartbreak from me. Only be heartbreak from me. You stay in my heart, and I love you.
That's our maid of honor. She's from New York.
that shines like a star in the sky is nothing to behold. For minuscule is any light if it can't like you brighten up the soul. For your love, I would do anything just to see the smile upon your face. For your love, I would go anywhere. Just you tell me and I'll be right there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I could have never fathomed this, such your love and tenderness that you give to me. For the love I feel inside, it's so wonderful I can't hide. And I love, and I glow with just the thought of you. I do, I do, I do, I do. And for your love, I would do anything just to see the smile upon your face. For your love, I would go anywhere. Just you tell me and I'll be right there. One more time. For your love, I would do anything just to see the smile upon your face. For your love, I would go anywhere. Just you tell me and I'll be right there. Yeah. One more time. And for your love, I would do anything just to see the smile upon your face. For your love, I would go anywhere. Just you tell me and I'll be right there.
Be a part of the magic. WhatsApp us now on 065 4211 380.
Mr. Mortifero, thank you for joining us on Facebook, and you asked for Michael Bublé's song. So there you go, Michael Bublé coming up for you. You'll never find another love.
You'll never find, as long as you live, someone who loves you tender like I do. And you'll never find, no matter where you search, someone who cares about you the way I do. No, I'm not bragging on myself, babe, 'cause I'm the one who loves you, and there is no one else. No, no one else. You'll never find. It'll take the end of all time, someone to understand you like trying to make you stay, babe. 'Cause I'm the one who loves you, and there is no one else. No, no one else.
You're gonna miss my
You're
love.
gonna miss my
You're gonna miss my love.
You're gonna miss my
You're gonna miss my love.
You're gonna miss my love. Miss my love. You'll never find another love like mine. Someone who needs you like I do. No, I'm not bragging on myself, babe, but I'm the one who loves you, and there is no one else, and there is no one else. No, there's just no one.
You're gonna miss my love.
Miss my
You're gonna miss my love.
I'm gonna miss your love.
Oh, yes, you're gonna miss my love.
I'm gonna miss your love.
Find us on Radio Garden, then sit back and enjoy.
And that Michael Bublé song was for Mr. Mortifero of Facebook, and he's been asking for a Michael Bublé song, and I hope you enjoy that. And if I have been singing along whilst the mic was on, must apologize. I love that song. You're gonna miss my love. Okay, and you need to listen to what the experts have to say about common relationship problems and how to fix them. So that is what we are doing this morning. Our theme for the rest of the week will be relationships, and next week we're going to do money as a theme. So maybe you should listen in. And tomorrow, don't forget, we've got numerology readings. Drop us your date of birth and your full name as per your ID, because numbers have energy, and energy is within the letters of your name and the date of birth. So you can get a complete prediction of 2021. If you do that, you might win that lucky winner prize, and one listener is going to get a reading every single day. And if you are interested, you can drop me a line on 065-4211-380. Don't forget, I join you 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. every day on weekdays here at Capital Radio, and you have to spend it with me, because there's coolest music is played by Capital always. Okay, so number 2, what is the common relationship problem to be identified by most of the websites that I've been spending time on? So it says you spend all the time together, leaving no space for your own individual growth. Have you ever been in a relationship where you felt like your life wasn't your own? Okay, if that was the case, the experts say if your partner is your best friend, we congratulate you, because that's a wonderful thing to have and share friendship all the time. But while you may love doing every single thing together, it might not turn out to be the best scenario for your growth, because obviously you're in a romantic relationship, but you still have to have a life, okay, outside this romantic relationship. And people as a whole need to maintain their individuality, and in order to grow and develop and become better at what they do. And being in a relationship definitely should not terminate your interests or your hobbies or people you spend time with, and collateral friendships and obligations that obviously you are bound to meet with the outside world. Okay, so the experts also say the fix to that, because we don't only give you the relationship problems, but we also reaching out for a fix, because we don't want to just end the relationship, and that is not the best thing to do. So allocate time in your schedule to do some soul searching and invite your partner to do the same. Okay, so both of you should do some soul searching if you are spending too much of time together and influencing one another and becoming each other. Literally meditate or take long walks in nature, or visit your friends and spend more time, a little time with them as well, or a museum, just to spend some time on your own, or a gallery, or a cool place you've been really dying to see, and do that on your own. And even if you feel inadequate or lonely at first, the feeling does go away. You will tend to grow to like that, because you have to start liking yourself, and you will grow fonder of spending time with yourself with time. Okay, and one of the most creative and empowering ways to do this in this exercise is to take yourself on a date with yourself every week, and use those 2 or 3 hours solely to spend time by yourself and do something that feeds your mind or your personality. Go to a movie or something and just sit there and eat your popcorn and drink your Coke. But you should spend time on your own, the experts say, and keep a journal if you must, but mostly don't cheat. Okay, alone time is quality time for yourself, and not to go and meet an ex-boyfriend or something like that, because you are going to lose the current relationship. But if you're spending too much of time with your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your partner, spouse, or living partner, or a wife or husband, well, that's the way to do it. Okay, and that's what the experts say. And the third problem coming up after the music is you constantly fight about the same issues over and over again. So that is very, very common. So let's see how we're going to fix that. Coming up now is Foreigner Waiting for a Girl Like You. And if you want a special song, please drop me a line via Mixcloud or Facebook, and I'll be happy to play it for you.
Picture yourself in a boat on a river with tangerine trees and marmalade skies. Somebody calls you, you answer quite slowly. A girl with kaleidoscope eyes. Cellophane flowers of yellow and green, towering over your head. Look for the girl with the sun in her eyes, and she's gone. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Follow her down to a bridge by a fountain where rocking horse people eat marshmallow pies. Everyone smiles as you drift past the flowers that grow so incredibly high. Newspaper taxis appear on the shore, waiting to take you away. Climb in the back with your head in the clouds and you're gone. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Picture yourself on a train in a station with plasticine pauses with looking glass ties. Suddenly someone is there at the turnstile, the girl with kaleidoscope eyes. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. 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 Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
The More Music Station, Capital 88.1 FM.
And on the clock now is gone 10:04 and 21 seconds. I hope you are wide awake. And if you're at work, take it easy and just chill a little bit and do take time out, because a lot of stress is going to cause you to lose your immunity and become vulnerable to the virus, and we don't want that. Okay, and if you're working from home, take a break as well, and you can listen to Capital Radio in the break that you have. And I just wanted to share something that is important. We know that there's a global shortage of hand sanitizer, and if you want to make your own hand sanitizer at home, you need to get rubbing alcohol and some aloe vera and pour it into a mixing bowl, and the ratios there is measuring 3/4 of a cup of isopropyl or rubbing alcohol with 1/4 of a cup of aloe vera to make 1 cup of hand sanitizer there. And this step is optional, but if you prefer hand sanitizer that's going to smell nice and have a bit of a fragrance, then you need to splash 5 to 7 drops of your favorite essence or essential oils into this, like orange or lemon or lavender then it would definitely get a lovely fragrance, and you can keep that. And if that's not possible and you aren't able to make your own hand sanitizer, well, that is a pity, but you can always get some antibacterial wet wipes, wet ones or wet wipes, and that should serve the purpose well. But a lot of soap and water will do as well. But if you want to put in the alcohol antibacterial wet wipes, or you can make your own as hand sanitizer, and everybody says this is pretty safe. If you are making it, try and use alcohol content of 91% ideally, and if you've got over 75%, that is also fine. Okay, there you go. Okay, and coming up now, we are going to do a relationship problem just after the song, which is Alicia Keys, You Don't Know My Name. So don't go too far.
From the day I saw you, I really, really want to catch your eye. There's something special about you. I must really like you. There's not a lot of guys that worth my time. Oh, baby, 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 it's getting kind of crazy. 'Cause you are taking over my mind, and it feels like you don't know my name. I swear, it feels like you don't know my name. Round and round we go. Will you ever know? Oh, baby, 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 I see us on our first date. You're doing everything that makes me smile. And when we had our first kiss, it happened on a Thursday. Oh, it set my soul on fire. Oh, baby, 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 I can't wait for the first time. My imagination's running wild. It feels like you don't know my name, and I swear it, baby. It feels like you don't know my name. Round and round we go. Will you ever know?
I'm saying, he don't even know what he's doing to me. Got me feeling all crazy inside. I'm feeling like,
You're more than I've ever done for anyone's attention. Take notice of what's in front of you, 'cause did I mention you about to miss a good thing? And you never know how good it feels to have all of my affection. And you'll never get a chance to experience my loving, 'cause my loving feels like you don't know my name. Round and round we go. And I swear it feels like you don't know my name. Will you ever know it? No, 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 no. No, no. Will you ever know it?
well, I'm gonna have to just go ahead and call this boy. Hello? Can I speak to Michael? Oh, hey, how you doing? I feel kind of silly doing this, but this is the waitress from the coffee house on 39th and Lennox. You know, the one with the braids? Yeah. Well, I see you on Wednesdays all the time. You come in every Wednesday on your lunch break, I think. And you always order the special with the hot chocolate. And my manager be tripping and stuff, talking about we gotta use water, but I always use some milk and cream for you, 'cause I think you're kind of sweet. Anyway, you always got on some fly blue suit, and your cufflinks is shining all bright. So
So what you do? A word? Yeah, that's interesting. Look, man, I mean, I don't want to waste your time, but I know girls don't usually do this. But I was wondering if maybe we could get together outside the restaurant one day. You know, because I do look a lot different outside my work clothes. And I mean, we could just go across the street to the park right here. Wait, hold up. My cell phone breaking up. Hold up. Can you hear me now? Yeah. So what day did you say? Oh, yeah. Thursday's perfect, man.
You feel like you don't know my baby. Baby, I swear it's like you don't know my name. No, no, no. And it feels like but you don't know my name. And I swear on my mother and father, it feels like
Lots of you have lost loved ones, and if you've lost a loved one, we are very, very sorry about that, and our condolences and sympathies go out to the families, bereaved families, and we hope that God gives them the strength to get through these days, dark hours, but definitely, you know, there is the loved ones around you right now to give you strength. So take advantage of that. And from Neil MacDonald, we have condolence messages coming on. And there's a message here from Mr. Ganesh Naika and family from Craigieburn who lost their mother recently. We send lots of light and good thoughts your way. And this is from Kanye Hospice, Neil MacDonald. And to the Rai family from Canary West Street, Karastown, who lost their dearly beloved sister, Shaman, 2 weeks ago due to cancer. We also would like to, you know, give our condolences there. And Neil MacDonald says, rest in peace, our dear sister. You are flying high with the angels in no pain. And that comes from Neil MacDonald, Kanya Hospice. Thank you, Neil, for those condolence messages. And we've got more coming up as well. Okay, so we are doing relationships and how to fix those problems that you have. What are the common relationship problems and how to fix them? And the third one on the experts list is you constantly fight about the same issues. So the experts say, and you are probably heading for the same tantrums, over and over again, and revisiting the same conflicts all over again a long way into your relationship can prove nerve-wracking and counterproductive. And regardless of the topic you are fighting over, you know, that should stop. And it can be that you are now, you know, putting out dirty laundry and a clogged sink, the way you two handle the living costs, or you know, that unfriendly grimace that he or she makes when he's being bugged. Anyway, the sky is the limit, they say, and sooner or later that pot is going to boil over. So there you go. We don't want that to happen now, do we? And so the experts say that you need to fix it, and how you fix this is remember that the point of a relationship is for the people in it to feel good together, you know. So you also need to feel confident about each other, and presumably a safe place to grow and experience life with a special someone. So you need to be patient and be kind, and when you are dealing with these problems, and use good words like we seem to be having the same problems over and over again. Can we fix this and see how you could, be as patient as you can and try to instill the same virtues in your significant other by modeling that, okay? And if they're short-tempered or they're struggling with anger management, write your issues down. Just write them down and see whether you can sort them out that way, because often when you are talking to one another, tempers fly and you are very tempted to to react and respond. And when you respond, all the wrong words come out, and it's not exactly the kind of thing we want. So most definitely, if you have anger management problems, the experts say, and you're struggling to do that, then go the writing way, because that would help. And definitely you want to, show the partner that, you are irked about something, and let them read about it, and then perhaps they can write something back. But try and steer away from having the same issues over and over again, because they are saying, the experts say, that if you are having the same issues over and over again, then it's about time that perhaps you left the relationship, and that is sad, because we don't want you to, leave the relationship right now. Remember, this is COVID times and social distancing, able to go out as often as you used to with the guys and girls and check the dudes out and the babes out. So, yeah, okay, or your husbands and wives, and lots of time has been spent and invested in that relationship. So we do want you to take heed there and, definitely save the relationship. So sit down with your partner and dismember the problem, take it apart one by one, and see, deconstruct the issues perhaps, and see how you could put them together and piece them together like a Rubik cube. It's very, very difficult, but then, maybe make suggestions. And as I said, if you are going to flare up when you talk to each other, then I think that what you need to do is just, take it easy and write a letter. And that's a greater way to do it. Okay, there you go. And coming up now is ABBA with Happy New Year. So enjoy it.
No more champagne, and the fireworks are through. Here we are, me and you, feeling
darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell. Stenches in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the evil of the thriller.
Good morning. If you've just woken up or you've just switched on and you're on live stream right now, good morning and welcome to the show. It's Innie and the show is called All Things Considered. Yes, I think that we have the coolest content in town. We always, or I always take pains to give you the best in information and really trying to uplift the spirit of everybody so that, you know, we have cool relationships and we know what to do when we go for interviews and, you know, all about hints and money matters. And we were doing lots of content that was relevant last week, and I hope that you did get some of that as well. So, but if you didn't, that is not a problem because lots of nice things are coming up this week as well. And tomorrow brings a very, very important and a cool subject that everybody's going to be very interested in, and that is the kind of messages you would like to send someone that you just met or dated. What do you say to somebody that you just dated? You know, would it be uncool if you started a conversation again with somebody? And what kind of things you can say to start, you know, getting the person to date again or to go out on a date again. So we will be going through that tomorrow, and so that's going to be very, very interesting. For now, Neil MacDonald sends a message of condolence to our our lifelong friends and the whole Applegren family, mourning the sudden death of brother Neil. Due to corona, he is not struggling anymore and can breathe freely now. United with your dad, fly high. Neil will never be forgotten. And Neil, this is from Neil and Pam MacDonald and the CEO of Kanya Hospice. And thank you, Neil, for sending these messages through, because I'm sure the families appreciate that. And thank you for listening into Capital Radio as well. Okay, and number 4 on the list about common relationship problems and how to fix them. The next one is quite a common one, and I think everybody can relate to it. You don't like their parents, or he doesn't like your parents. Okay, we are very sorry to hear that, the experts saying that's a tough one, okay? They didn't choose their parents, and neither did you. So if you're not feeling any kind of special connection to their parents, you know, this is a very common problem and not an easy one, but don't take it out much on yourself, because look, if you really want to go out with the person, you'd have to go out with the person nevertheless, even if, you know, you don't like their parents. But some experts say that often the person you want to go out with finds this an important feature of the relationship, and he might or she might say, if you can't get along with my parents or my family, then it's not even worth going out with you, and that is a pity. So perhaps you need to put your tail between your legs and try hard as you can, to eliminate that problem or overcome it. Or, it's a mountain. You've got to climb it and put the flag on the top, brother or sister, and get down again. So, there are many people that we don't like, and we just have to live with them and deal with them, but the best way we deem possible. But what are the fixes? The fixes says, consider the elephant in the room, and instead of trying to eliminate the elephant, try to emphasize it rather. And the experts say, are these people really as bad as they seem? Maybe your partner's mom is no interior decor genius, nor a great cook, neither a master debater, but you have to look past these details at the way she raised her son, because obviously you are attracted to this man that she raised. So she did something right? Okay, so you should thank her for that. And because that's what truly matters anyway, that you now like, one of her, offsprings, and how her attitude reflects in the good ways he treats you, obviously. So you've got a lot to be thankful there, even if it's a she, and I'm talking to the man. You should be grateful that your mum-in-law raised your wife the way she did, okay? And instead of fighting with her, you should thank her. And thanking your in-laws or future in-laws, or, telling them that you are so happy to be with their son or their daughter, actually puts them on the right foot often, and they will see that as a positive and always tell them, oh, I love the way that you raised, Simon or Matilda, and, this is what she does in the morning, or this is what he does all the time. And, that is something that would put them on the right foot, because parents love listening to others about how well they've raised their children. So there you go. You can get them on your better side there, and you can consider this, and instead of being angry the next time you go to your future in-laws place, and simply being unfriendly and feel that you're not obliged to sit with them, try talking about the person they've raised, that you are now spending the rest of your life with, because and your partner will also appreciate that you are thanking their parents for this. And often, what do you know, you may just go home with a bunch of scones that you wouldn't have got if you didn't say that. Okay, so anyway, your partner should also hear your feelings if you don't like their parents, and because you all are together in this. And as I said, if it's going to be a do or die situation, you would have to get your act together and stand up for yourself, and definitely sort this problem out. But the experts seem to think that if you thank them for raising a son or a daughter the way they did, it will get them on a better footing. And also, when you are visiting them, there's another suggestion that you don't have to visit them alone with your loved one. Take a third person, like your sister or your mother or your father or your brother, or a cousin, a distant cousin, or a close cousin, because often that tends to divert their attention, and things are not so bad when you take a third person along, and it somewhat quietens everything down. So there you go. The best suggestions come from Capital Radio, and you are with Inni, and the program is called All Things Considered. I'm here on weekdays, Monday to Friday. Coming up now is Coldplay and Viva La Vida, and after that we've got Michael Bolton. How am I supposed to live without you?
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you. you. Sing it. We will rock you. Everybody, we will rock you. We will rock you. All right.
I used to rule the world. Seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes. Listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key, next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Mirror, mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you go there was never an honest word. That was when I ruled the world. It was a wicked and wild wind, blew down the doors to let me in. Shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Red not for crying. Didn't come here to break down. It's just a dream of mine is coming to an end. And how can I blame you when I built my world around the hope that one day we'd be so much more than friends? I don't wanna know the price I'm gonna pay for dreaming. Oh, even now it's more than I can take. Tell me, how am I supposed to live without you? Now that I've been loving you so long, how am I supposed to live without you? And how am I supposed to carry on when all that I've been living for is gone? Now I don't wanna know the price I'm gonna pay for dreaming. Oh, now that your dream has come true, tell me, how am I supposed to live without you? Now that I've been loving you so long, how am I supposed to live without you? And how am I supposed to carry on when all that I've been living for is gone?
The More Music Station.
Capital 88.1 FM.
So, you are having relationship problems, are you? Well, all of us do. But the main issue is not to throw the baby out with the bathwater and to stick your guns on whatever it is and try and work it out, because in COVID times now, and being in COVID times, it doesn't allow us to meet a lot of people, and you're not going to try all over again to start, going out with somebody. It's too much of work, isn't it? So you've got to work on the relationships that you have, rather climb the mountain than walk around it, I always say. Okay, so number 6 on the list is, we just did, if you don't like parents, what do you do? So number 5 rather is you feel insecure about your future together. So you're planning to go big in your career, and while they want to take a sabbatical, or you want to have kids in the next 3 years or so, and while they're still breaking up with their own parents, you want to move to a different country altogether, once they want to start a business. So if your partner wants to start a business and you want to move to another country, or they want to have kids and you want to up your career, you game in your career, it really is an issue, because you can't afford to have both the investments together, because you've got to choose between one or the other. And look, not everybody can have everything, the experts say. So, we already know that, and life means a multitude of opportunities will come and go, and some will be missed. Obviously, you can't always take the opportunities that you have, because you just can't do it at that time. The calendar doesn't call for it. So often one partner might feel compromised, or the other might feel compromised. But then if you've made a decision in the past, based on the other's need, then this time it can be your turn. And it doesn't mean to say that, the decision, that you took has to be taken again because you had the better of the argument the last time. you can always say, well, this time, I think I'll give in, and let's do it your way. Let's paint it blue because we painted the living room white, and that was my choice, like something like that. Okay, so as I said, the experts say that a lot of opportunities will be missed because you've made certain decisions not to go with them. That doesn't mean to say that the decisions were bad or that you didn't do your best. It's just that life is not a unidirectional, it's multidirectional, and your partner or yourself may want to take different paths in life. But before you get to that point of no return, you need to sit down and adjust and find numerous ways around it, and get everybody, and all decisions fulfilled at the same time, and everybody happy. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to sacrifice your dreams forever, because look, this is, it's time, and just a matter of waiting 1 or 2 years, and it means navigating through your dreams together until it becomes a good time to work it. Deciding, how you can work it out is a good idea, and make the necessary changes then. But everybody needs to exercise patience, according to the experts. Exercise patience, and everyone will be happy. But if you rush into things, and you know that this is not going to work out and it's going to be disastrous for the relationship, it probably is going to be, and you're going to lose a loved one. So rather try and take the back seat, and you both can still sit in the same boat, but you go on the same seat behind and he goes in front, or vice versa. Okay, there you go. And coming up now is George Michael and Faith. So just a reminder that tomorrow we are starting a launch of the numerology readings. One lucky listener will definitely get to have their 2021 predictions done. So you need to WhatsApp me 065 421 1380. Let me do that again 065 421 1380. Just send through your name as per your ID. So it's going to be your name and surname and your date of birth. And that's all it takes. The numbers have energies and your letters are assigned numbers as well. And we can see what 2021 has in store for you. All right. And do that between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. tomorrow, or do that before so, you can catch me on time and give me your information, and one lucky listener will get their reading done over the radio. Okay, and we are doing relationships, and this is our theme for this week. And we are discussing in particular the the issue of having these are common relationship problems and what you can do to fix it. So number 6 on the list is you have a hard time relating to your partner's issues, and the experts say that this can happen quite a lot, especially if they are going through a major crisis in their lives and a rough patch, and like perhaps he's facing a different career, or you are facing a different career, and you don't agree with the choices that he's making, or he doesn't agree with the choices you are making. So there is no easy way to do this, but you've got to show your partner that you care and that you want to be part of that decision, and you don't want to get them to go through this alone, because obviously it's not nice when they have to go through this alone, and you do want to show them your support in this. So when this happens, you can have you are going to be definitely sitting down and showing them the comradeship or the companionship they need, and because you might have that problem sooner or later in your life, and you will need for them to sit down and do the same with you. So have patience and let them open up as to what the misunderstandings are and why they want to choose or do what they want to do, and then see how you can correct it. But you also need to understand or appreciate that this is a little time consuming, and it may be an extremely difficult process. You might even lose your patience. If you have to get a third person involved, please do that. The experts say maybe a partner, a friend or a parent rather, to come in and volley the situation between you two and see how you can, overcome this. But it's crucial to your relationship's well-being that you have to relate to your partner's issues. And if your partner's having a gambling problem, for example, you need to point out to them all the stuff that, this gambling does, and, is and how it's harming that relationship. And perhaps the third person is required there to step in. So the experts say even if you cannot offer solid life advice, you can give them your shoulder to rest upon if they're having that problem, and be a little bit more, empathizing and show empathy and a little bit more understanding about why they got into the rut in the first place. Sometimes people break down because they've been strong for too long, and it's the last straw on the camel's back. It's your time to be strong for them, okay? And maybe they've lost a loved one, and they all over the place, and you can't understand why they are being so distraught over this. But sometimes that just happens, and so sometimes they do break down. So it's time to be there for them, and saying I'm here for you can deliver a lot to their minds, and instead of nagging them and shouting and bringing the walls down. There you go. And we've got some condolence messages coming up later and after this piece of music, and it is Fantasia, When I See You. We've got the coolest music in town coming up, lined up for you. I've got a absolutely fantabulous playlist today. We've got Michael Bublé, and we've got Queen, and we've got Flip to Script, and Florida, and Westlife. We've got Fleetwood Mac and Foreplay. So you definitely want to stick with us.
stomach, there's a pain. See you walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak. Try to stand, but my knees go weak. What's happening to me? In the dark, can you tell me what it means? I lay my head on my pillow, got me staring out the window. Wish on a star for a sign. It's the reason why you're always on my mind. When you come around, I get shy when I see you. When I see you, baby, when I never know when you might walk by. Wrong way, so I gotta be right on time when I see you. When I see you, I scribble X and O's in my notebook, checking how my hair and my nails look. I feel myself in the zone. I get nervous when you call, so I say I'm not home. I see your face and I hear my favorite song. Should I send an email at home? You're the number one topic on the phone. I wonder if you know, or do you have a clue? Yeah. I lay my head on my pillow. You got me staring out the window. Wish on a star for a sign. What's the reason why? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're always hey, sexy boy. You're sexy boy. Hey, baby. I don't never know. Baby, when I something now is taking over me. Yeah. I'm not gonna run, I'm just gonna stand here and sleep. Oh, yeah. Hey, baby. I see you. Sexy boy, so sexy boy. Never know when you might walk by. I don't know. So I gotta be right on time when I see you. Around you. When I see you. Around you, boy. You're always on my mind. You're always. When you come around, I get shy when I see you. When I see you. I love it. Never know when you might walk by. So I gotta be right on time when I see you. For some reason, when I see you. I can't be around. Only when I see you.
The More Music Station, Capital 88.1 FM.
And we are going to be on 88.1 FM in a few weeks, or yes, I think that will come up. So just remember those numbers. Okay, there you go. And we are doing condolences as well. So drop me a line, 065 421 1380, if you want to drop me a message and show your solidarity and your sympathies with the family or the loved ones that have lost someone. I would be happy to read that on, because, you know, we need to stand by everybody now and show them that we care, that we are there for them, because it's not easy losing loved ones. And talking about messages of condolences, our thoughts and prayers go out to Stephen and Premi Naidu of Craigieburn, who tragically lost their only child and son, Shannon, who was 32 the end of last year, so young still, and had so many plans for things to be done, but gone. Our hearts go out to you all, and this is coming from the board of directors of Kanya Hospice in Amkumas. Okay, and we now have number 7 on the list for relationships and what is a common problem that needs to be fixed. So you or they feel misunderstood. Okay, so how often you feel misunderstood? Maybe because you've said something a specific way and the way you said it didn't quite come out right, and or maybe you did say it right and they just took it the wrong way. So communication, the experts say, is a two-way road, and for those of you who feel lost in limbo whenever you have to talk to your partner about something personal, there's more than one way to navigate on warmer waters. Okay, So the fix is you're probably vocal about how misunderstood you feel. So you are saying to them that I didn't feel too comfortable. But if you didn't say it, you need to say it. You ought to say it. If you felt misunderstood in a situation, don't sweep it under the carpet, the experts say. You should bring it out to the fore. And, often it's about the choice of words. It's choosing the right words, and it might trigger a reaction of defensiveness on the part of the other person. But remember, it's how you say it as well, the tone you use, and say, you can start off by saying that, well, the other day, perhaps I did not put this across properly. I said this, and whatever you said, and, I think you misunderstood it or didn't take it correctly. So, the reaction usually triggers detachment in the other, leaving you even more hopeless and consumed. But instead, tell your partner how you feel. Use metaphors if you must. Talk to them as casually as possible, and don't stress too much about what will happen later. Learn to express yourself, and the rest will follow, because, open and honest communication, especially if you're open about it and you're saying exactly as you feel, the other person shouldn't feel slighted, because this is going to strengthen your relationship. And do include that. Just say, listen, I just thought we'll talk about it, because if it happens again, then I'm going to feel all depressed and sad about it, and that's why I want to say this, and do say it. And often, you might be quite surprised with the reaction that you get from the other person, and there you go. Okay, so we've got absolutely brilliant music, Michael Bublé, and we've got She Drives Me Crazy by Fine Young Cannibals and Fleetwood Mac coming up. Okay, so let's listen to some of that, and if you want to go and grab a cuppa, but don't go too far because I'll miss you.
I'm not surprised, not everything lasts. I've broken my heart so many times I stopped keeping track. Talk myself in, I talk myself out. I get all worked up, then I let myself down. I tried so very hard not to lose it. I came up with a million excuses. I thought of every possibility. And I know someday that it'll all turn out. You'll make me work so we can work to work it out. And I promise you, kid, that I'll get so much more than I get. I just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. I guess it's half timing and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing. And baby, your love is gonna change me. And now I can see every possibility. Somehow I know that it'll all turn out. You'll make me work so we can work to work it out. And I promise you, kid, I'll get so much more than I get. I just haven't met you yet. They say all's fair in love and war, but I won't need to fight to work it out. Promise you, kid, I'll give more than I get, than I get, than I get, than I get. Oh, you know it'll all turn out, and you'll make me work so we can work to work it out. And I promise you can to give so much more than I get. Yeah, I just haven't met you yet. I just haven't met you yet. Oh, promise you can to give so much more than I get. I said love, 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 love. I just haven't met you yet. So birthday, yeah. I just haven't met you yet.
Find us on Radio Garden. Then sit back and enjoy.
So, how are you guys doing today? I hope that everybody is safe and sanitizing and wearing their masks. And we know that it is a difficult situation out there. But we need to adhere to the rules, don't we? Otherwise, we are going to be facing another wave, and we don't want that. And if you are medical personnel in the front line, we definitely salute you and thank you for being there and doing, you know, all the work that you do. We certainly do appreciate you a lot here on Capital Radio. It's Capital Radio, and this show is called All Things Considered, and you are with Ini, and I'm with you on weekdays, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So we're doing relationships this week and a little bit of next week as well, because that is our theme. And the thing we're doing today is common issues with regards to relationships and, you know, how we can perhaps fix them before you throw in the towel. Okay, so number 8 is you feel that your partner isn't giving you enough attention. At the end of the day, experts say it all comes down to how much attention you are paying to yourself. Your relationship is not there to substitute for the love you're supposed to cast upon yourself each day. So remember that you are blessed and that you are important and that you are strong and authentic in everything you experience. So give yourself more attention rather than ask the person you are in love with or your object of interest for more attention, because you know, it's time to love yourself. It's time to spend time for yourself, so and with yourself. So take advantage of that, the experts say. And what is the fix for this? So if you and your partner have issues communicating this you know, particular thing, what's important for you is to give you know, in terms of giving and receiving, you can meet up with the couple's therapist to dismantle the bomb that you face. And if you want to keep things in your own perimeter, think about what you can do to make your lover feel more wanted, and don't be afraid to point out what they can do for you instead. And saying things like, I need help with this, I need help with walking the dogs, or, you know, I need help with the bond, and I need, you know, help financial issues. Just say it as it is. And or you can say, I love when you look at me that way, and it's surefire way to communicate your intentions and teach your partner how to work with them. So rather work with them than against them. And you know, you should praise them as well and say, I love that you do this, this, and this. But it is a bit of a problem when you don't do this, this, and this. So always, you know, counteract it with, or seesaw, balance it out with a praise when you tell your partner what, you know, they have done wrong. And it goes down better. And, you know, you can say thank you as well to them for being who they are and doing the things and taking out the garbage perhaps and reversing your car out of the driveway, whatever it is, and then, you know, and sort of introduce the issue of what you are upset about, okay? And if it is that you know, not getting enough attention, then definitely you need to talk about that. But the experts say also, you know, look at how much of attention you give yourself. When your partner is not giving you attention, then you should just take that time out for yourself. The other thing is you argue over money. So money quarrels usually go wrong. But the thing is, they happen to everyone sooner or later. And the best thing to do is to discuss the money issues prior to you getting into a relationship. So when you are courting, this is the ideal time to sort of give into the money issue, you know, problems. Well, not problems at that time, but it's just a subject that you need to get out of your way. And most definitely you can do it when you are going out with each other, because that's a good time. That's a better time than when you commit to each other and you don't have a leg to stand on, because obviously you've already committed. Okay, so you can always talk about it and ask the person, you know, what do you think about this? And, you know, would you contribute to me buying the food stuff? Or, you know, what do you think about us sharing the bond? And should we apply for a bond together, or should I do it alone? Are you going to contribute because you come through every weekend. I don't know. But most certainly the experts say that it's better to do it before you have entered into a well committed relationship and decide to get married, and it works. It actually works in your favor to iron out the financial issues and the money and story. Okay, there you go. And coming up on the music scene, let's just see on the playlist. I put together a really cool playlist for you guys. Coming up now is Fleetwood Mac and Don't Stop.
Be a part of the magic.
WhatsApp us now on 065
4211
380.
Magic, it's going to be tomorrow when we launch our numerology readings on radio. And this is Capital. And you are with Inni. And the show is called All Things Considered, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. You've got to join me if you want to be the one lucky listener who gets their reading done on air. So WhatsApp me on 065 421 1380. 065 421 1380 and drop me a line on your date of birth and your full name and surname as per your identity document. Not the one you got married with and not the one you changed it to, okay? The ones your parents gave you, and numbers and letters and numbers have energies, and we would put them together and match them to the events in your life and tell you all about it. Okay, that's starting tomorrow. But number 10 on the relationship common issues list is you don't tolerate their vices. Now, the experts say vices are inevitable. Okay, you are going to get them anyway. So whether they're serious, severe, moderate, or mild vices, that, as someone eats too many biscuits, or they smoke all the time, or they lie all the time, pathological lying, or whether it's gambling or whatever it is. But and most of the time these vices are there before you even start the relationship in a committal relationship and you get into that. So it's before that, it starts there. But sometimes it starts whilst you, or just after you have, started the relationship and committed to this man or woman, and you've married or decided to stay together, then it is a problem. Okay, so whatever it is, vices are vices. So you've got to, work your way around it and try and live through it. But at the end of the day, you have the option of getting professional help. Professional help will be available, and you can sort out vices. Vices are not easy to get rid of. So, and it's and on the other hand, the person is not going to find it easy to quit just because you are involved in their life. So don't say, if you love me, you would be able to do this. No, it doesn't work like that, okay? Because don't put a guilt scene on it. Try and understand it. And if you are a person that just cannot stand drinking or smoking or pathological lying, then the question that the experts ask is, what are you doing with this person anyway? You should quit. You should really, really throw in the towel and move along, because this is going to be an age-old problem. It's going to come up over and over and over again. And it's going to be a thorn in your flesh and your partner's flesh. And you'd rather not. Okay, you'd rather not give them the guilt trip and move along if it doesn't suit you. And in some cases, you might just get lucky, because the person might just turn around and say, well, I can try and change, but then they're going to need your support as well. So just remember that, okay? People only change if they want to change, okay? It must be their calendar, their time. You can't make them do it. So, but you can also show them your support and try and work through it, and talk to them and reach an agreement. Instead of smoking 5 cigarettes a day, you're going to smoke 2 cigarettes a day, and then we're going to try and wean off that. And if they're having stresses in their lives, try and reduce their stresses. Give them a massage. Okay, that also helps to relieve stress. Okay, so, and essentially, if they have a drug addiction issue, it's your own health that you have to also consider, and emotionally and physically, you'll be abused, obviously. So you definitely would want some professional help for that, because if you can't take yourself out of the situation, then you're going to have to change the situation itself, and for that you need to call in others. Okay, and coming up now, we've got Flip the Script, and you are, or rather you to me are everything. I always get the you and the are together, and that is force of habit. But anyway, Flip the Script, you to me are everything.
just a clown who picks you up each time you're down. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You to me are everything, the sweetest song that I can sing. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. To you, I guess I'm just a clown who picks you up each time you're down. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Capital 88.1 FM.
So WhatsApp me, drop me a line if you want to pass on some messages of condolences to someone that you've lost and their family, and to show that you care. And it's 065 and if you want me to read it out, I'll do so maybe tomorrow, because we've got a show planned for you and we have to finish doing our relationship issues. And number 11 on the scene is you feel you're giving away too much of your time and your effort, and you're getting back too little. So I hear this one quite often. This is a common one, and often, people would say that they feel that, they're giving away too much in terms of they are doing all the work in the relationship. But are you? Okay, that's the question. So if you feel that you are being taken advantage of and that you're not getting the cooperation from your partner, what do you do? Do you sit back and keep, grumbling about it? Because if you grumble about it, the experts say that this problem is not going to go away. So, take heed for that as well. You need to address it, okay? So, they also feel like, if you are feeling that you're getting back too little, you should sit down and say to your partner what you feel, and you're probably feeling abused by that, but you can't go and tell them that. But just say, I've been taking out the garbage all the time, or I've been buying the stuff for the dinner, and this is not on because I also have a budget, or, and can't we just re-look at that, because there's got to be a common effort on both your parts, because both of you need to invest time and and effort in this relationship. Look at the relationship as a cylinder, and this cylinder has got to be filled by both of you from either side, okay? So if you put in 50%, they've got to put in 50%, but also understand that if you put in more than 50% and you're going to be putting in 60%, they're going to put in only 40%, and so forth and so forth. So the more you put in, the less they put in. So you've got to start withdrawing those privileges, or withdrawing those things that you are doing very, very subtly, and see whether they come to the party, and and say to them that I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to do the lunch every single day, and you're going to have to do this for me on Mondays and Wednesdays, maybe, whatever you decide to do. But if you're stuck in a rut, there's always professional attention that you can get, and seek some help. Okay, and number 12, it says the physical relationship is missing in action. When you're together with someone for a long time, and mostly if you're living together, okay, the physical relationship might become a rare bird, they say. So this is only natural once the hormonal levels that make you jump on, non-stop in the first few weeks, because you obviously, it's a new relationship and your hormones are going wild. So you definitely would find that there is a slump downside of those very hormones, and in the first couple of weeks or month, it's fine, and then, it slowly becomes something that you need to work on. So if you feel that this is definitely, a problem when it comes to the physical relationship, and you need to start working a strategy to bounce, this back into your life. And the fix is intimacy is a mind trick, okay, and not just a chemical reaction. Perhaps you guys are working too hard. Perhaps you finish off in the home too late. There are lots of chores. And try and see whether you can maybe wake up a little earlier and then do those chores at the beginning of the day rather than the end of the day, and try and not watch too much of TV in the bedroom, the experts say, because this also takes away a lot of time and attention. Try to give each other that physical attention that you deserve. Okay, because if you have technology and the TV in the bedroom and using your phone and everything, then time just goes and then you fall off to sleep on it. Okay, so you need to keep an open mind on your dynamics here, your physical dynamics, and watch the clock as far as what is happening, because when two people don't have that physical relationship to fall back on, then it becomes a very taxing relationship, because it's all mental strain. Okay, there you go. And it's not the best of situations. But again, take to texting each other and sending messages of love during the day, because you can keep in touch this way and you can definitely tell them how much you care. Well, coming up right now is Queen, Crazy Little Thing Called Love. And aren't we talking about that? Love is so essential in our lives, and having someone is so great. If you are single, you'll know, because loneliness is not the best of things to be dealing with on good days, and even sometimes when you're too tired of spending time by yourself, and you definitely seek the company and crave the company. But on the other hand, having someone can be a lot of work. So there you go, Queen, Crazy Little Thing Called Love.
This thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, I must get round to it. I ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love. This thing called love, it cry like a lady. It cry all night, it swings, it jive, shakes all over like a chilling blues. Kinda like it. Crazy little thing called love. There goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. She gives me hot and cold fever. She leaves me in a cool, cool sweat. I gotta be cool, relax, get hit, get on my tracks, take a backseat, hitchhike, take a long ride on a motorbike, get ready. Crazy little thing called love. I gotta be cool, relax, get hit, get on my tracks, take a backseat, hitchhike, take a long ride on my motorbike, till I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love. This thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, I must get round to it. I ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love. 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 Crazy little thing called love.
And we're doing messages of condolences. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the past governor of Moorlands, the husband of late Pena Governor. She was also the sister in LAS, I think it is, of a wonderful man, Tiger Governor. So a wonderful woman, and the Kanya Hospice supporter for many years in South Africa. And they say that South Africa has lost an angel and heaven has gained one. Rest from your pain and suffering, dear Penna. So she passed away, and the Kanya Hospice wants to pass their condolences to the family. And another one is the well-known Mudley family, Mrs. Cookie Mudley, children and grandchildren, with the passing of Mr. Gary Mudley of Mudley Sands, also a wonderful hospice supporter. He will be sorely missed, and the board of directors says that they know that you're looking down on them, and that they have your support even in your death. Okay, and that's from the Kanya Hospice. And there's another one to dear Shabina Bagwandine, who lost her husband Shuran due to COVID on the 21st of December. May God sustain you and comfort you in your time of mourning. And we are thinking of you and your family, from Neil McDonald, the CEO of Kanya Hospice in Amkumas. There you go. And coming up now is Lela Pons and Vola.
Sabes que amarme siempre ha sido solo un juego. Dices te quiero y no te creo, porque lo nuestro nunca ha sido amor del bueno. Solo me haces sufrir. Piensas que yo camino en tu veneno, pero olvidas que no camino, que he aprendido a volar, volar, volar. Que no camino, que yo he aprendido a volar. No serás mi adicción, porque solo estoy mejor. Fuiste estrella fugaz. Piensas que yo camino en tu veneno, pero olvidas que no camino, que yo he aprendido a volar, volar, volar. Que no camino, que yo he aprendido a volar. Y volar, solo sin ti aprendí a volar, aprendí a volar, aprendí a volar. Le Pons, Susan Díaz y Cardenal.
Capital 88.1 FM.
Okay, so do you feel suffocated about living together as a couple? Because the experts have a couple of things to say about that, and that is another issue that comes up in relationships. And if you do feel suffocated about living together, you need to start looking at why you got together in the first place. It's not easy to share your furniture and pets and clothes and objects and everything with the person you love. And although that can be a great, wonderful adventure, but it can also turn out to be a disaster if you did it for the wrong reasons, the experts say. So look at it carefully, because you need to really look at, and it's a thought-provoking situation, really. And it's serious when you want to share a home together or you want to get married, because it can also become a beautiful mess at the same time. So what's it going to be for you? You know, it's you know, when you look at the fixes, you need to start diagnosing why you got together in the first place, and hopefully you didn't do it because of the rent, because if you did that, that's going to be disastrous. Okay, and it's not a reason to get together, the experts say. And if you really can't you know, live with somebody, and especially if you're an only child, or you're used to having your own room all the time, and you know, and you're not used to people, you know, just throwing their clothes around and not picking it up after you know, they go away, that is going to be disastrous. Okay, because you're certainly not going to become the domestic and do this for them. So it's something that you need to think about, you know, and you don't want this to become an uneasy situation. And especially if they're speaking too loud on the phone, or they're always on the phone, and it can be very, very annoying when somebody is constantly on the phone and you are trying to get their attention or whatever, because, you know, it might become too much for you. But moving in is a serious decision, and if you can't afford to keep another person in your home, you should actually start discussing it before that happens, because you don't want to be out of your pocket when that happens. So you can consider the pros and cons, maybe sit and discuss it with them, the experts say. Put it down on paper, the pros and cons of living together in opposition to me living alone, and then listen to what your partner has to say to make up for the points that are not going to add up. And, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, and if you can work out, especially the finances and the chores, those are the things that get in the way. Habits, sometimes you can curb, you know, you can adjust and tolerate and, you know, and mold somebody to, you know, not squeeze the toothpaste all over the place, and, you know, really roll it up properly. But, you know, when it comes to finances and when it comes to things as sensitive as that, you know, then it might be a problem. And chores, you know, dividing the chores, because you are not going to be sitting there cleaning up all the time and cooking all the time, because it can become very, very tiring. There we go. Okay, and we are definitely doing more music now, and let's see what we have. It's Florida and Sugar, so enjoy it.
My lips like sugar. My lips like sugar. This candy got you sprung. This candy got you sprung. So call me your sugar. So call me your sugar. You love you some. You love you some. I'm sweet like I'm sweet like sugar.
Hey, I got a mouth full of cavities, sweet tooth full of mama like sugar to me. Someone love with a lip, put a bug in the ear toe, sure they gotta kiss it in emergencies. Press brown for the taste, addicted to a gloss, one smile this way. Baby, I rub it off, put my tongue in your face. Under the mistletoe, sipping grandma, yeah, I'm a fan all day. Do me that favor, cause I like your flavor, my managed behavior, I'm into your major. Sweet and so flavor, that's good for this player. My hood now and later, throw back like a pager. Pretty much, you give me a sugar rush. Lil' mama give me high blood pressure when you blush. Lips feel soft as a feather when we touch, shorty, that's what's up.
My lips like sugar. My lips like sugar. This candy got you sprung. This candy got you sprung. So call me your sugar. So call me your sugar. You love you some. You love you some. I'm sweet like I'm sweet like I'm sweet like
help my interest, candy addiction. Want a piece to a piece, gotta get a piece. I don't know a piece, give me all your sweets. Bottom and top lip, about to have a sugar feast. Never would I trip, I'm a lip biting beast. Smile for them things, all 42 teeth. Squeeze the sugar cane on your mouth, must be. Ain't your mama serve sticky, use a Mac free like taffy. But classy, get at me, I'll gladly let you know I like hips, but the lips there do me fine. Now, baby, don't trip with the juicy kind. Get flip out the grill, you ain't lying.
My lips like sugar. My lips like sugar. This candy got you sprung. This candy got you sprung. So call me your sugar. So call me your sugar. You love you some. You love you some. I'm sweet like. I'm sweet like. I'm sweet like. Sugar.
You like my sugar, you're so sweet, so sweet. Like my candy, you're so sweet, so sweet. I got a good appetite, but you on me, on me. I'll wrap you out of them clothes. You my treat, girl, you my sugar. I call you candy, and tonight I'm gonna get me some, Girl, you my sugar. I call you candy, and tonight I'm gonna get me some,
My lips like sugar. My lips like sugar. This candy got you sprung. This candy got you sprung. So call me your sugar. So call me your sugar. You love you some. You love you some. I'm sweet like. I'm sweet like. I'm sweet like. Sugar.
Capital 88.1 FM.
And it's time for the news headlines from News 24. Let's see what the news headlines holds for us. Lockdown. Man arrested for breaking curfew to buy formula for 2-day-old baby considers suing cops. AstraZeneca can't sell COVID-19 vaccines in SA despite government claims of being in talks for this. People arrested for not wearing masks in public will have criminal records. Answer to Mallet rugby product is a victim of current circumstance. Machelo Coco, there was no alternative to Eskom's 1.68 billion rand prepayment to Tegeta. Man caught on camera discharging firearm at Pretoria Toll Plaza was arrested, and gang of 5 rob jewelry store in Cape Town Mall and threaten security guard. There you go, and that was the news headlines on News 24. And coming up now, we have more music, and I'm only with you till 12 o'clock, so don't go too far because you're going to have to stay till the end of my show and say goodbye to me properly, and I will see you tomorrow. And just remember, just a reminder that tomorrow we are doing messages to people that you've just met or you want to get to know better. Okay, so how do you get to know people better on message system? Because you can't meet anymore. So if you fancy somebody, what are some of the things you can say to them? And yes, bring them to par on your feelings about them. And if you've just had a date with them, how are you going to move this further along? And if you want to have another date with them, then perhaps you should be sending them messages of a certain kind. And tomorrow we are going to be discussing that. So our theme for this week is relationships. Let's look at music now as a theme. Coming up now is Fool Again from Westlife.
Baby, I know the story. I've seen the picture. It's written all over your face. Tell me, what's the secret that you've been hiding? And who's gonna take my place? I should have seen it coming,
I should have read the signs anyway. I guess it's over. Can't believe that I'm the fool again. I thought this love would never end. How was I to know? You never told me. Can't believe that I'm the fool again. And I thought you were my friend. How was I to know? You never told me. Baby, you should have called me when you were lonely, when you needed me to be there. Sadly, you never gave me too many chances to show you how much I care. Ooh, should have seen it coming. I should have read the signs anyway. I guess it's over. Can't believe that I'm the fool again. I thought this love would never end. How was I to know? You never told me. Can't believe that I'm the fool again. And I thought you were my friend. How was I to know? You never told me about the pain and the tears. Ooh, if I could, I would turn back the time. Ooh, yeah. I should have seen it coming. I should have read the signs anyway. I guess it's over. Can't believe that I'm the fool again. I thought this love would never end. How was I to know? You never told me. Can't believe that I'm the fool again. And I was a fool. How was I to know? You never told me. Can't believe that I'm the fool again. I thought this love would never end. How was I to know? You never told me. Can't believe that I'm the fool again.
Unfortunately, I've come to the end of my show today. Oh dear. I hate when I have to leave you guys, but I do look forward to the next morning when I have to join you again with exciting stuff. And remember tomorrow that if you want to get a free numerology reading, a profile reading, then WhatsApp me. 065-421-1380 is the number to remember. Just your date of birth and your name and surname will do as per your identity document. Okay, there you go. And as I said, it's almost 12 p.m. now, and I have to leave you. And I definitely did love you for the morning and put together a whole lot of cool tunes. And tomorrow you can join me for the same. I wish you a wonderful afternoon further. Do keep cool, and because it's very hot out there, keep those sanitizers at close call and buy a dozen masks so that you never ever run out of masks. And take care, and be sure to join me tomorrow morning as we discuss condolences and messages. Also, I'm going to be taking that, but we're going to be discussing message systems and messages to send to someone you just met and you want to get to know further, and what sort of messages will you send them. My thought for the day as I leave you is when the voices of doubt start whispering, turn up the volume of faith. There you go, and have a wonderful afternoon, and bye-bye from me, Ini, on All Things Considered and Capital Radio. Enjoy the music, and I've got Hakuna Matata that I'm signing you off with.
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
Hakuna Matata. It ain't no passing craze.
It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata?
Yeah, it's our motto.
What's a motto?
Nothing. What's the motto with you? Nice. Boom. Those 2 words will solve all your problems.
Yeah, take Pumbaa here. Why, when he was a young warthog.
When I was a young warthog.
How you feeling?
It's an emotional story.
He found his aroma lacked a certain appeal. He could clear the savannah after every meal.
I'm a sensitive soul, although I seem thick-skinned. And it hurt that my friends never stood down